If you remember the group guy, where you heard Teddy Riley say, the party ain't over. But Jackson State is letting everybody know the party ain't over at Jackson State right now because some others have gone and moved on to do other things. They got Coach T.C. Taylor at the helm right now. And T.C. Taylor is looking to assemble a team that's going to go out there, compete every week, and make sure they continue to keep going in the winning ways that they've been going over the past couple of years. The athletes that they've been looking to bring to the program have been some phenomenal recruits that they are looking to get into Jackson to go ahead and get this thing rolling again. And guess what? They've reached out to another one. Guys, if y'all think this thing is over with, you better think twice because they ain't playing no games with this thing right now. And I'm going to tell you, this latest young man that they have reached out to, man, if this guy decides to say yes, oh, it's going to be some problems going on. We're going to talk about them right after this. You know it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And tap me in the friend to tell them to come on in. It's another positive vibe. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and kick off this thing and get straight into it. Because I know you're like, Coach, wait a minute, what's going on here? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. This young man has multiple schools that's looking to recruit his talents to come be a part of their program. Now, one would believe they might have found something special. Well, if you got FAMU, Murray State, Ball State, and the two-time SWAC champions, Jackson State, all knocking at this young man's door, this young man must be something special, especially on that defensive front. Now, he's going to be a grad transfer who's looking for another round to get out here and make sure he got everything in place so that he can take that next step to move forward to fulfilling his dreams, which I'm sure he's looking to get out there and play on the professional, play in the professional ranks somewhere for somebody, because guess what? This young man definitely has the skills to get out there and do just that. Not only that, but he started his career off, his collegiate football career, that is, at New Mexico State. Now, where he played 15 games, he had 18 tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss. Now, he moved on to Southern Eastern Louisiana University, where he played in 21 games, had 54 tackles, 7.5 tackles for loss, and he had a half a sack. This young man played in a 4-man front, in the 3 technique, the 1 technique, and the 0 technique. So that lets you know right there, this young man is versatile and can be moved around on that defensive front, just causing all type of chaos against any opposing offensive line. Now, one thing I loved about the defensive scheme that they had over there at Southeastern Louisiana University was that they would stunt him from time to time, as far as have him twist from the 3 technique into the 1 technique, or have him twist from the 1 technique into the 0 technique, in which this young man at every trip ended up in a double team. And even on the double team, this young man was beating offensive linemen back into the backfield to disrupt plays. Now, when you can find a defensive player that can get back there and cause that type of chaos, guess what? You want him on your side. You don't want to see him on the other side playing for somebody else that you're going to see that could possibly derail you from getting to the championship round later on in the season. You want to make sure you have those type of athletes that's just going to be out there, that's just going to cause all type of havoc, that's going to piss offensive coordinators off. And not only that, you're going to watch offensive lineman coaches jump up and down and holler and scream and, get to, saying, what in the world is going on? Get it together. Move your feet. You got to shuffle. You got to do this. All type of crazy stuff that you normally would hear sitting behind the bench listening to all of the chaos going on. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you. This young man here definitely will cause some pains for some offensive linemen, because there's some folks out there still getting out them offensive stands mighty slow. I'm going to say it again. This is the off season. I hope you're working on your footwork. Work on the mechanics, guys, because these athletes is coming in there, making sure that they can get out there on that field and impose their will on you at any given time when they need to make a stop on either on that defensive side of the ball. Not only that, but defensive guys, you better be doing the same thing, because you got a lot of offensive players out there looking to make sure that they can impose their will on you to move that ball down the field, to keep that clock going and get them additional yards for them to get those first downs, making sure that their team holds onto the ball, run that clock out, or better yet, get down the field and score that touchdown. But I know y'all like, Coach, who in the heck are you talking about? You done gave us around the mulberry bush and back again. Who is this kid you talking about? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. John Graves, III, defensive lineman, grad transfer from Southeastern Louisiana University, has hit the transfer portal. And Coach T.C. Taylor has reached out to the big fella to let him know, hey, listen, we're interested in you coming to Jackson State University. Now, what this young man could do out there against an opposing offensive lineman will be something to watch. He's another one of those defensive players whose motor just don't stop. This young man don't stop until the whistle blows. When you think you have him sized up or think you have him stalemated on that interior line of scrimmage, this young man is still finding a way to get in the backfield. Matter of fact, when he takes on the double team, he's blowing up the double team, pushing the offensive lineman to the backfield or pushing them back far enough to locate that ball to make sure whichever way that running back is looking to go, if that quarterback is looking to roll out, he's right there on his heels. And not only that, but the pressure that he brings, when he's not in a double team. I mean, listen, I keep saying, the bar has been raised when it comes to these athletes coming to play for HBCUs or play in the FCS ranks, period. There's no longer the athletes going to come in here and be able to stand around and say, okay, you know, hey, I'm a big dude. Let me get out here on the field. Everything's going to be groovy. No, sir. If you can't come out here and compete, if you can't come out here right away and get your behind ready to get out there on that field and be an impactful player immediately, guys, guess what? It's going to be some growing pains for a lot of folks. And not only that, but the athletes that's coming in that they even recruiting in from high school. You got to understand this as well, guys. You got to keep working on your craft. You can't come in there and look at what you did in high school and think this going to get you over the hump. Ain't happening. Listen, this young man is definitely going to be an asset to the Jackson State Tigers football team if he chooses to go there. This young man is definitely going to be an asset to the Jackson State Tigers football program if he chooses that program that he wants to continue his collegiate football career for this last round before he goes on and do bigger and better things. Jackson State faithful has watched their defense dominate for the past 2 years. And you best believe those Tiger fans out there is looking to see the same thing continue on now that T.C. Taylor is the head football coach of the program. And guess what? Coaches out there getting those athletes to bring them to the program to do just that. Not only that, but I'm going to tell you this. I honestly feel Coach Taylor wants to make sure that Jackson State defense continue to strike down on D. Let y'all know ain't nothing changed but the year. And guess what? The same outcome is going to be the same when you line up against them Jackson State Tigers one more time. But like I said, congratulations to John Graves on receiving an offer from Jackson State University. And hopefully he chooses Jackson State to continue his collegiate football career to go ahead and play that last round. If not, if he don't choose Jackson State, I hope he chooses another HBCU to attend to finish out. But guys, you know what? Coach going to go ahead and get up out this thing. But until next time, be the one and lead.